Is JustPlay really one of the best play-to-earn apps, or is it a waste of time? My name is Michael and I've tested hundreds of different ways to make money online, and many viewers have asked me for an updated JustPlay app review. So therefore I decided to record this video here where I will show you, because I have talked about it before, but there has been some changes. I'll explain all the pros and the cons so you can easily find out if this is the right opportunity for you or not. So let's start by going over who can join. And JustPlay is an app that is only available on Android devices, but from what I've been able to find out, it is available in more or less all countries. When you look at the landing page there on Google Play, you can say cash out in 3 hours, and there's like $50, $25 or $100 there. So it looks very promising. And they even say here also that it is a one-of-a-kind loyalty program that rewards you with loyalty coins for engaging with amazing games. So, all this sounds very promising. And let me just reveal right away that it does have some uniqueness to it, because I've tested hundreds of different apps where you can earn by playing, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's better than others. So let me now log in and then we will take a closer look. But before logging in, I just want to remind you that I also just recently launched a Telegram channel completely free, where I also daily share tips and tricks about different ways to earn online. So I'll leave a link to that below, so you're also welcome to join that. But let me now log into JustPlay and then we'll take a closer look. So I have now logged into JustPlay, and in one sense, it is quite easy to use, but in another sense, it's quite confusing. So let me explain what I mean. Because when you first come, it can be a little bit tricky. You can just see these games here, and that all sounds fine. So say play and earn, and then you just like, okay, I'll click this one. And then how it works is that it actually takes you to Google Play Store, and then you need to earn that, and then you need to download that specific game and open it up, and then when you play it, you will earn inside here. And it says also like the more you play, the more you will earn, but there is no information about like, do I earn per minute, do I earn per level, how much do I earn? You actually have no idea. And this is one thing I really do not like, because usually like games or apps, websites where you can earn by playing, at least you usually know like, okay, you have to reach this level, then you will earn this much, or you have to play this many minutes, then you will earn this much. But here you don't know, you just play the game and then you come back here and then you can see some loyalty coins have actually been added. So that's quite confusing, but that's kind of how it is. And then you also have this goal here. So this is the goal. You don't necessarily have to reach it, it's just like to try to motivate you, but this is the main way to earn. It has a decent number of games. You just need to download them. Some of them actually also have ads inside those games, which is like really annoying, because usually when you have these playtime apps or where you get paid to play games, there's not ads in those games, because games here or these apps or platforms, usually they get paid when they refer new people to try those games, but usually then there's no ads. But that's just something that I noticed that really annoys me. So that's the main way to earn here, but they also do have another way to earn. So let's talk about that before we go over how you can cash out, because that's also quite unusual. So you can see if you scroll to the bottom, there's also something where you can complete offers. You can just watch like video and earn these loyalty coins there. Again, they are not completely transparent about the value of the loyalty coins, and this can also vary depending on your location, the country you live in. But for example, if we complete the offers, then an offer wall comes up. If you used any get paid to site or apps before, this will be very familiar. You can see you can earn some different coins there for playing these different games. Again, they have these like, it looks like a lot because it's like millions you can earn, but that's because the value of the coins is really, really low. So overall, I would say like there are just better options if you like doing get paid to offers and things like that. I'll leave a link below I have of the best rewards app overall, where you can find better paid offers in my opinion. But what you really need to consider is of course also how you can get paid. So let's go over that next. So here you can see there's a cash out option, and I click that, and then you can see here now, this is in my local currency. This is equivalent of something like 3 cents US dollars or so. And you can see there is next earnings in, and then there's a counter, and this goes every 3 hours. So this is one of the things also where they've changed it a bit since I first tested it, because then you kind of had to be there and claim it at a certain time. That was really frustrating. But now then the earnings are just added to what I can claim and cash out every 3 hours. So whatever you earn there after 3 hours will be added, so you can cash it out. And then it no longer actually doesn't seem like it actually has a payout threshold. So that's of course good, and you can see the payout payout options. Again, that can vary depending on the country you live in. So in my case, for example, I can get paid via PayPal, but this is also something I really don't like. See what it says here: if necessary, JustPlay uses your email address to inform you about our own similar goods and services. But that's like, so I cannot get paid unless I give them my email so they can send promotional email to me. That's one thing I really don't like. So, but yeah, that's just something you have to accept if you want to get paid. But I will just try to fill that out now, and then we can see what happens next. So I just tried that, and then the next step is that then it asks me to actually use my phone to do this face scan. So it needs to scan my face. I've seen apps do that before, but personally I just don't really feel safe about that or comfortable about that to get 3 cents to prove that it pays. I know it pays. I've talked to like hundreds of people that have been paid by it, but personally I don't like that they will use my PayPal email address to send me offers. They don't say like how often, what offers will they send me. They say like our own similar goods and services. What does that mean, right? I don't want to do that. And then they also ask to actually scan my face. So personally, I just don't feel comfortable about that. Whether you do or not, that's of course up to you to decide. But I do like that at least they lowered the payout threshold there. So it's not really a payout threshold, that they make it possible to accumulate your earnings like this. So that's fine. I just personally don't like that they will use the email address like that and the facial scan and all that. For me, because I just in general don't find it worth it because of the low rewards and this. And then when you add to it this here that I just showed you with the payout process there, then then it just makes it an app that I really don't want to use. So therefore I'm also not going to go through that when I don't feel comfortable about it, just to get out like what's the equivalent of 3 cents or something like that. Of course you can say if you earn more, so yeah, but I won't, because I prefer just focusing on the apps and websites that I find the most worth it. So to sum it all up, JustPlay is interesting because it is a little bit different, but not in a good way in my personal opinion. I know that some people really like it, and I do like some things they've changed where it's easier now to accumulate the earnings, it's easier to get them out faster and all that. But overall, again, there's just too many things that are not transparent and not clear there about how much you earn, how much do you need to play to earn and all these things there. Plus this whole thing about them then using your PayPal email address when you try to cash out to PayPal, for example, to send you promotional offers, plus the whole facial scan and all that. Overall, that just makes it an app that I personally don't like. I'm not saying it's not paying, because I know many people have been paid by it, so you can get paid, you can earn by doing it. Personally, it's just not one that I feel comfortable about and not one that I like using in general. And I've tested hundreds of different methods, so I just prefer using other methods instead. So if you want to see a list of my top recommended ways to earn by playing, then I will leave a link to that below. I have a list of that on my website, so you're welcome to check that out. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you, and if it did, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.